Hello everybody, what is up, and welcome back to more Danganronpa. Yeah, you thought it was over, but no, it's not. Well, okay, actually, I'm just making that up. Nobody thought it was over. Jeez, I can't even talk right now. I'm like a little bit winded, and also I'm extremely exhausted from work. Man, I only have one day off from work this week. And then they sent me straight back to work, and on top of that, I also have to start like an hour earlier this week. So it's kind of like, geez, I'm exhausted, and man, my department's been horrible. And yeah, I'm doing everything I'm told by the management, but for some reason they still want to find ways to punish me. Oh yeah, sorry for cussing. I think it's already been a minute. It's okay, it's okay. Alright, anyways, the ultimate despair. So how's everybody doing? My night's definitely not going great, but that's pretty obvious. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. The most horrible, awful, catastrophe ever, whatever it was. Greatest tragedy ever. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. Who would let them do this? I know it wouldn't be my government. Definitely not the Japanese government wouldn't ever do anything like this. The most desperate, awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Okay. Our enemy has finally been revealed. So who is it? But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. And stop monologuing. Stop inner monologuing. You're staring off in space. Yeah, you're right. I am inner monologuing. And staring off in space. Anyways. So what's up, Kyoko? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? What secret tool? I never had a secret tool.
Indeed.
Of course I do. Oh, she does have it. What? It's a freaking Monokuma key. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right? Yes, that's literally what we've established.
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? That's right. Alright, let's examine the door. Nope, still locked. I'm just kidding. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right? And escape.
It's true.
Let's find out. Actually, no, I'd rather stay here. I've become the junk queen. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole very slowly. And very, very sexually. I don't know how you sexually insert a key into a keyhole, but somehow she made it look sexy. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. As soon as we stepped out, there was an army of Monokumas! Because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. That's a lot of ultimates. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. In fact, it was a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. Okay. I would assume so, otherwise how would we get up? We have to put our backs to each other and, use our legs to climb up. I always thought that was so cool in, like, game shows whenever they would have people do that. Like, back when I was growing up, the, like, early 90s game shows were like that. Where they would have people do that sort of stuff. Man, I miss those days. Ninja Warrior and Unbeatable Bonsuke and freaking MXC. MXC wasn't really the same. It was more like a making fun of that sort of stuff, but I still liked it nonetheless. Yeah. Man, things were so much better when I was younger. Ugh. Now things are all freaking political all the time. We started climbing the ladder until on reaching the surface. Of course, it doesn't help that I keep fucking blabbing about it. I should just shut the fuck up about anything political ever. But it's like impossible not to. Why? Well, I mean, I guess it's better that... Kyoko, promise me you won't look up at my butt. I promise. She says, she's like staring straight up at my butt. Kyoko. What? You're staring at my butt. No, I'm not. You're doing it right now. Oh? No, I'm just looking at your shoes. My shoes are down there, not... whatever. Such a dumb made-up scenario I just came up with. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds awesome. And then your hands start getting sweaty and you're like, oh god, I'm gonna slip and fall. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. Cramped? It looks like it's wide open. How is it cramped? I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. And I'll instead have to just watch you fall. But promise me, you won't look at my skirt. Hey! While you fall. Oh. Hey! Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. Could you please shut up and just climb? You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? I don't remember. How long? Take a guess.
So...
Ever since I can remember. I came out the womb solving problems. Solving, crime. I was born and I pointed it to my daddy and said, he did it. And that was when the police arrested him for committing, I was trying to think of some kind of financial crime, but I couldn't think of one because I'm dumb. Larceny? That's not... Wait, is that a financial crime? Gosh dang it, I'm so stupid. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood, so naturally I would be a detective. That's how that works. It's hereditary. Hereditary detective work. Or hereditary detective skills. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. We're dirt poor and nobody knows about us. That's why we can't get any work. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. Yeah, you're a detective. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. Isn't the whole point of being a detective to uncover the truth for justice? No. We don't care about that. Okay then. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Oh, so you're intentionally an outcast. No. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. That still sounds like you're intentionally being an outcast. No. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. Then stop doing it. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Oh yeah, this scene from literally way back at the start of the game. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. And yet she was the ultimate detective.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Uh-oh. You mean, when you came to this school? Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Okay, you revealed yourself and they decided, holy shit, this girl's the ultimate detective. We better let her into our school now. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. And yet I did it. Despite all that talk about, pride. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. My dad was an asshole. Oh.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Then why are you here? Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
Wrong. We would have had nothing to talk about. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. Dang. What? I hate him. I hate you! Insert... I'm not gonna actually do it, but friggin' I just picture the scene from Final Fantasy X of Tidus when he was having his dream going, I hate you! And waking up and shouting in out loud in real life. Thankfully, nobody was around to hear him. Nobody called him out for it. That would have been embarrassing. No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Okay. Sever? Yes, it means to cut. The last time I saw him, I was still very young, and that was when I decided, I hate you, Dad. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. Apparently not that intelligent if he wasn't, a good father. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
but he had no interest in detective work. Such a shame. So he cut himself off from the family. Well, wait, then why do you want to sever ties with him if he's already cut himself off? Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Wow, didn't even take his daughter with him? Now that is messed up. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. Yeah, I don't think so. Bro, he's the headmaster of this school. If he wanted to, he could have easily, gone and gotten Kyoko. What the heck are you talking about? You're just making up excuses at this point, Nagi.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. And yet you were accepted as the ultimate detective? There had to have been some kind of fucking process. Like, there's no way that your dad didn't just, be like, oh, my daughter, oh, she's definitely the ultimate detective, yeah. I don't know. That just sounds stupid. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
Really? Man, this is a long-ass scene, jeez. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So, I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. Doesn't she usually have a blank expression anyways? All I could tell was that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, He had his own life to live. Okay, you don't have to share. You don't have to overshare, Kyoko. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
but there's one thing. One thing I can never forgive. Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
You're literally repeating the same thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father.
Well, your mom died and then your dad abandoned you, so yeah, technically, that is the case.
That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Then why don't you? I mean, if he's cut all ties and you haven't seen him since you were a child, I don't understand, but okay.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family.
Aw, she is being all emotional.
In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, to just cut him out like that, he already cut her out, dude. What are you talking about?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more.
I agree with Kyoko, 100%.
Are we connected by heart and soul? No. We're family, but we're not family.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing.
Wow, great response, Makoto.
I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
Finally, jeez.
What if we got to the top and we couldn't get out, though? Looks like this is it. I hope I can open it. Dang it, it's stuck. Ah, fuck, we're gonna have to climb all the way back down. That would be the worst.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back?
That's right.
That's right, you dumbass. We never left. We were in the trash. We were in the trash bin. Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where it will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Yay! We're free! Looks like we're back. Yes, back to the world of the living. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Dude. We were never out of it. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alright, should I talk to her before I leave? I guess so. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed to the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? That's what I said. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was? God, you're dense. If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our investigations. I'm still super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
indeed.
Indeed. Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, wait. How do you know he's in the gym? Anyways. I guess we're going to the gym. Oh, yeah, that's right. This took us out here. I could just... Well, what am I doing? I should just fast travel. There we go. Alright. Here we are at the gym. Is everybody else gonna be here? I wonder.
Well now.
Hey! That's what horses eat. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you? So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What? Are you betraying me again?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You! Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened, and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by... Whoops. I'm knocking over my frickin' puke bucket. Good thing it doesn't have any puke in it, obviously. You reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. Why are you putting that in quotations? Or not quotations, but whatever those were. Asterisks. You made the choice out of desperation. No more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any evidence now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And that is, we all poop. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
I am. I am a famous detective type. If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. That's why I dragged him here. He would have been gripped by despair, so you love to inspire. By the despair you so love to inspire. God, I can't even read right now.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Yep, that's right. I would be very displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what he said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
A corrupt
One
judge?
final
No
battle
way.
Between hope and despair.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry for talking over your line.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind ourselves. God, I'm forcing that word killer out. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. What? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept? And enough with the bear puns. They're not funny.
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. That was a terrible pun. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain.
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed, and he won't stop using bear puns. They're not even good puns. He's just inserting the word bear into everything. Then we still have a short shot at this. Oh my god. But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely fitting in. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? What mysteries? You know, the mysteries of who killed Mukuro. God damn it. That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain.
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
Excuse me, what are your qualifications, Headmaster Monokuma? That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. No. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I wanted to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why did he go quiet all of a sudden? Pooh, pooh. I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. Oh, he didn't confirm. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? Why so angry? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. There'll be saws and spikes and all kinds of despair. Boo boo boo.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto, let's go and leave him to his poo-hooing. Poo! Okay. Poo! He's just standing there poo-hooing the whole time. Poo! I can't really do it like slowly, so I have to do it quickly. Poo! That sounds so weird. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Pooh! God damn it! Go away, Monokuma laughed. Pooh! Oh my gosh. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, I'm in your debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. What? Huh?
However,
What do you mean, everything you have? Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. Reaction to let their guard down. Alright, let's check this out. So when was that the mastermind let the So when was it that So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down? God damn, I can't read for shit.
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. I mean, seriously, they couldn't possibly have taken over all the airwaves. I mean, Hulu, Netflix, Crunchyroll, what about all those?
Indeed.
No, that's only That's only digital online. That's not over the airwaves. Oh. Well, I mean, it kind of technically is. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible. And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. Well, that sounds lame. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope speak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair. What? But why would they do that? Because they're the ultimate despair. Oh. But why? Because they're despair. Oh. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? Dang it. I think they're taking this whole ultimate thing too far. Just be normal. But that's ridiculous. Who in the heck are they? Some kind of idiot?
It's true.
I couldn't think of a better insult that wasn't very offensive. You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
Yes. I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. I almost said whereabouts. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. Okay. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
Indeed. Wait, didn't they already kill somebody? That one girl who tried attacking them? That tried attacking Monokuma? Yeah. That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Well, if there was a 17th student, oh see, there she is, the girl I was just talking about. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work, thanks to me.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Yeah. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Yes, you can keep praising me. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. So you were just guessing. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. True. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Yeah, that should be easy. Byakuya and Toko. No. Work together with everyone.
however,
Oh wait, that was Kirigiri. That was Kyoko, I mean. Work together with everyone. Is that really possible? That's just what I was thinking. Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? And we will do that next time. I know it's a bit early and we haven't really made very much progress other than climbing out of a freaking trash bin up a giant ladder that took forever. But it's like 1:40 a.m. in the morning where I'm at right now, so, and I have to start work at 3 p.m. tomorrow, or I mean not tomorrow, but like later today, I should say. So I gotta get some sleep. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and next time we will, go find the others and talk to them about this and hopefully investigate and then, solve this mystery for good. See you guys next time. Bye!